Last year we started Toro, team of 4 guys. We went from 0 to $1 million in revenue in just over 6 months. This year we're going to go from 1 million to 3 million.
We're in a position now though where we are more established. We have one of the highest ranking pest control businesses here with Toro in Dallas.
One of the main drivers in starting Toro, if not the primary driver, was my previous experience in pest control. I worked for 2 other companies over the past 7 years, and overall really good experiences. Certainly learned a lot, great businesses. And what I've noticed more recently in the industry as a whole is that as a lot of these companies grow, many of them get bought up by larger acquirers. They oftentimes lose that personal touch that they may have once had as they independently owned pest control business. And so the priority oftentimes shifts from service first, take care of the customer, to, hey, let's raise our prices, in many cases just double our prices, and focus on just selling, right? And so what I want to do is go back to how it used to be in the good old days, right? Service first, take care of the customer, hire good people, pay them well, keep them for the long term. Let's run a business like your grandpa ran a business. And I think that's going to be the ultimate long-term formula for success for Toro. I actually don't think there was ever a moment where I had this realization that we were going to hit the goal until we hit it. It was something where there's 2 types of motivation, right? There's push and there's pull motivation. I'm ripping that off from Tony Robbins. But push motivation is when you're going out and forcing yourself to do something every day and you're not really very convinced. You don't really have a vivid, clear view of what that end result is. What is that vision? It was the complete opposite for us, right? Going out, starting the business, we had the intention from the start. We knew exactly what we wanted to do. We knew exactly where we would be in the next 6 months to a year. And so it was a very actually easy thing to do, to wake up every day and be excited to go out and do the things that we knew we had to do to get there, right? We were getting pulled towards that vision of what it would become and what it would be when we were done. Right, so we had a longer conversation today actually about what is the next goal, right? I think we probably made a mistake over the last couple of months not resetting that goal ahead of time. And now that we're getting started, I think Luke and I both had the realization that we need to actually reset and redefine what that next step is. So that's where he came up with the 3 million number. It's a bit of a stretch goal, but it's something where it's like, okay, cool. Let's start envisioning, right? Like every day when you're going to bed, when you wake up in the morning, randomly throughout the day, you got to have that image in your head of 12 months from now. What does the business look like at $3 million in revenue? What are the things we need to do to get there? And once you just have that vision just like ingrained in your memory where it's the only thing you see, right? When you close your eyes, that's what you see. Then you don't need to be motivated, right? Like that pull towards that vision is so much more motivation than you will ever find by trying to force yourself to be disciplined, right? By thinking about the day-to-day stuff, questioning maybe what you're doing in the day-to-day. We already know what the action items are to get there. And when you have a firm vision of what it is at the end, the motivation to do those action items, I mean, it's automatic, right?
I'll do it. I will help you guys.
Yeah.
Wow,
I love it, man.
Yeah. The 3 million goal is really important because logically speaking, if we're looking at resources and numbers, it shouldn't be possible. But for that same reason, to get extraordinary results that we're looking for, you have to be a little crazy. You have to be a little bit delusional. The average pest company does 80K in revenue their first year. We did over $1 million, and that was crazy before we had done it.